eventually started to age them, had a breeding program going here ever since.
We are in Tiana.
Running around in the
Three
islands within the Fiord area. So. Tiana has a 1.2 metre a year average rainfall. And as I said, the lake surface here is 210 metres above sea level. So about 700 or 800 feet above sea level here. Once we're back through to Milford Sound, just an hour and 40 minutes from here, that rainfall average is going to increase by 5 times on average. This place is called Tiana Downs. If you were walking the Milford track, you would just about a kilometre in front of us. There's a nice bay that there's a jetty here. There's a coming up in another 5 seconds. Go for the trees coming. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. So yeah, this is where the Milford track receives on an average year. So it's pretty rainy. 180 to 200 days a year on average. It's raining at least time of the day, including today. It rained early this morning. Would have snowed over the alpine areas. The snow in this area is twice as wet as European or North American alpine areas because of its proximity to the west coast. Just 30 kilometres to the west coast from the backbone of the Southern Alps. Highest mountain in Fiord National Park. Mount Tutica. Government declared this a nature reserve. They recognised it's just untouched wilderness area because the western shoreline is so steep, not suitable for any ports. There was no road through this area until 1954. So it's just a big untouched wilderness area. It's got the world's best example of a Gondwana forest. These silver beech trees we're driving through used to exist 135 million years ago when dinosaurs were around. You can find them in remnant form on all of those land masses that used to make up Gondwana land, including in Antarctica and fossil form in the rocks, fossils of these silver beech leaves, frozen pollen in the ancient glaciers down there, but on all of those continents. But this is the best example because for millions of years we didn't have mammals and marsupials eating away at the wildlife forest. 1952 was declared a national park, one of 13 in New Zealand. It's one of the world's largest national parks.
Nice.
Yosemite and Yellowstone national parks combined are smaller than this one. So it's 5% of New Zealand's landmass. The other 12 national parks combined would fit inside this one. 1.2 million hectares. 1986 it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known these days as the Tiwai Punamu.
I think I'll take a photo of you. Take a photo of me.
Okay, team photo anyone? I was a photographer for 10 years when I left school, so I was about 25, 26.
Where are you?
Yeah? Black head, long black legs, tan coloured chest. May see some fantails. If you've been on a bushwalk in New Zealand, that would be the most common one to follow you around. Fan-shaped tail. That's as you disturb the vegetation, the insects jump out. It's trying to catch those. Our name for that is P. Waka Waka. They're either completely black or black with a tan coloured chest. May see or have seen a New Zealand wood pigeon, quite a large version of a pigeon. Maori name is Keru. These guys.
별로 안 깨끗한데? 아, 저 오리한테 맞추지 말라고.
Symbol of new life, new beginnings, hope for the future. And it's used extensively in Maori artworks. A change of subject. There's a blue sign just straight ahead of us, a yellow one beyond that. On the ground in front of the yellow one, there's a green one, quite hard to see, but
Latitude.
it's telling latitude 45 south,
45.
halfway between the equator and the South Pole right there.
Oh.
So yeah, the koru, it's used extensively in Maori artwork. Entranceway carved panels on traditional meeting houses, the stern posts of ceremonial canoes, but also full body and facial tattoos. Captain James Cook on a second voyage to New Zealand 1773 had a Tahitian chief on his boat to about an hour to the east of Queenstown. During the 1930s, the Depression years, a number of farmers had to walk away from their farms. The government took over control of those because there were hundreds of thousands of rabbits just eating all the grass the livestock was supposed to be eating. They couldn't pay their bills. So for the last 150 years, farmers especially have chopped, poisoned and trapped rabbits. Some biological controls were introduced from about 30 years ago, 35 years ago, such as myxomatosis and Kalisi virus. But some farmer organisations in the late 80s, there are some big snow-clad mountains, but I think they're hiding in the cloud this morning. May be clearer this afternoon by the time we come back. If you're on the left, I'll point it out again. But either way. And if there's no traffic, I might go wrong side of the road here. Don't panic. But if you don't like heights, don't look down. So just a reminder, don't look down. So we're pretty high up on this cliff face just here. So lower Hollyford Valley, this one. The trees around us are mountain beech trees. There's no topsoil in this valley or the next one down to Milford. It's all just rock faces or gravels down in the valley. These trees are all just surviving on sort of mosses and lichens to start the regeneration process. Keep your cameras out on the right, about another 20 seconds. We're going to have I'm just going to slow down as we go past this little car park area. There's a hanging valley, like one of these U-shaped valleys across from us. There's a mountain up here with snow on it called Mount Sabre. Walked up here on the last day of the year before last with my brother. It's about 2 hours from down to the valley with a backpack on up to this place called Lake Marion, just here on the right.
Wow.
Keeps snow year round. That mountain's about 8,000 foot high. Yeah, they don't have to worry about traffic. This is my favourite part of this drive in. This is the Upper Hollyford River. I do some kayaking up down this stretch of the river after when it's facing the wrong way. There's a nice shot looking right hand side looking up the valley here. And if you're on the left hand side, we're going to stop in the middle of the bridge because there's a pretty big waterfall just on the left hand side here.
The left hand. Oh, yes.
This is called Falls
It's a
Creek.
falls.
It's also known as Christie Falls because it faces Mount Christina. It's not raining today. When it is raining, underneath it wouldn't enable a road route. The tunnel's just coming into view right now.
Yes, it's
There's
tunnel.
traffic right around the corner here, which might be up to as long as 8 minutes long. But at this time of the day, most of the traffic's going in, so hopefully green light around the corner here. If it's raining about every 30 metres around these rock faces, there are huge. Here we go, 7 minutes. So at 2.5 minutes to go on this clock, there will be traffic coming quite fast out of the tunnel, so don't go on the other side of the yellow line here, but if you want to jump out for about sort of 4 or 5 minutes, you could do that. So stay on this side of the road,
No, I'm
but
good.
jump out and get a photo if you like. So. Hey, good, so.
Ling! Hi! Can take my video later. Go this way. Where am I? Where am I? Hi! So beautiful. That's the tunnel. That's the tunnel. That's the tunnel.
Hey, same place when it's raining here, like there's lots of waterfalls,
Right.
like every 30 metres. Meters above sea level right here. This end of the tunnel they've just extended. $46 million. They just finished about 2 months ago. Spent 24 hours a day working doing this part of the tunnel right through to these reflectors, just to give it more protection from avalanche and rock slides and things. 1 in 10 gradient goes downhill towards the west. The shiny things in the roof are big steel umbrellas because there are big cracks in the rocks from previous earthquakes. Too late now, you're in the tunnel. It's good fly home though, yeah. Worried. Hey, yeah. So there was a problem for the tunnellers. They worked out that up to 8,000 litres an hour of water was coming in through those cracks when they started tunnelling. They started in 1936. They, in 1937, elected to just do a 2.5 by 3 metre borehole through the tunnel site. Like they imported a hydroelectric power generation plant from England, put that on the river behind us. They had electric pumps in here, but they elected just to do a 2.5 by 3 metre borehole. Had that finished by 1940. Paused in 1941 to do the outbreak and the outbreak. It was interesting.
Wow.
Good job. Your only job today was to go wow as you came out of the tunnel. So it's good.
Yes.
Excellent.
Nice.
Sometimes we see some Kia here as well. We're going to stop on the next corner down, grab some photos of this very cool valley. It's called the Clethai Valley, named by Captain John Grono, the Welshman. His home birthplace was in Pembrokeshire in Wales, called Milford Haven. The river that flows into that
Look how
harbour
sharp
is
the
the
road is.
Clethai
So
River.
sharp.
A lot of the features at Milford Sound are named after that. Dell Point, Miss Pembroke,
There's no fence on there.
and
Yeah. Linksy,
my
there's-
favourite
yeah.
swimming pool in all the world is just to the right of the tunnel, that waterfall. When it's not raining, there's no water coming down. There's just a couple of really nice pools there. All the locals come over here, go for a swim in the summer, sunbathe for a couple of hours, going for a 2-minute dip. About 15, 17 degrees. No one believes me until I show them the photo. But,
Yep.
hey,
No photo didn't happen.
It's 12:31. We're going to be at the dock at 1. It's a 20-minute drive, so we've got just 6 or 7 minutes here, guys. So don't get grumpy if you're not back on the bus. There's a nice couple of Kia to play with. So.
Hello, Kia. also have a wedding store name.
Team photo, anyone? Yep. Cool. Just had to re-walk the track out, capture steamer in. So just above us on the right there's a notch in the mountains as the route comes through. Yeah, they can catch a steamer service to Milford and then walk out on the Milford track. They could head out if they're an experienced mountaineer on this great Talbot route. Below us here on the left, we do some kayaking down this stretch of the river as well when it's in the flood. Pretty bony just at the moment. Over right here on the left, 30 metres here, there's a big rock on the river here called Whale Rock. You can jump off that with these poles here, it's pretty nice. Just around us next corner beyond these yellow markers here. Nice bit of snow on top of it today. As I said, the nicest view of it is from the harbour end of the fjord, so if you remember, just as you come out of the harbour. There are two sea kayaking companies at Milford Sound, one associated with the family that owns this bus, another one called Roscoe's, a friend of mine. They've got an airport, control turnout staff, it's flight services, they're just giving information to the pilots about the conditions here and at their destination. And who else is in the circuit? It's the pilot's choice when and when to go. There's two accommodation complexes, one associated with the family that owns this bus. We're going to pass in about a minute. Called Milford Sound Lodge. They've got some paid campervan parking. It's $100 a night to park your campervan here. They've got some boutique little cottages that I've looked at on the river on our left. The other complex is open during the